We are live. Welcome to this week's Give Voice to Your Vision. Are you fed up with hearing the hype around your six-figure revenue, your six-figure business, and getting to six figures? That six-figure milestone is amazing. And it can also sound like a lot of hype. So today's Give Voice to Your Vision live visibility to profitability breakthrough, we're going to focus on 3 essentials to create your next 6 figures of revenue and income. Break down a little bit what that 6 figures is and what does that even mean. And of course, it means 6 digits, but so much more, right? And we're going to talk about 3 essentials that you need in order to create, design your coaching, healing, transformation business. The 3 essentials you need to create the revenue and have the business that you want doing it. And my head exploded with ideas there for a second. And I'm going to break down some of the things that are standing in the way, slowing down, stopping people right now, and share 3 core components that you need to dial in your momentum and get traction so you can take inspired action in your business to create real revenue results in real time, because you're not doing this just for fun. You're doing this for impact, and you're going to reach and serve and uplift and heal and help others and make a bigger difference, share your legacy message with more people through your successful business than you will ever know. And it is about the money in the sense of that revenue, the income that you create, the prosperity that you create, the wealth you create raises the vibration, helps you to reach and serve more people, and means that your thriving business can touch the lives of so many more people than you'll ever know, to create the impact you feel called to make. And you're allowed to have your own thriving, awesome lifestyle as you do it. And that's what we're talking about today. So I have been jumping in. We've done some of these frequency factor masterclasses are super powerful. They're on pause for a little while right now. We've got some other fun stuff coming up, and we've been going through this three-part framework, and I've seen the transformation that's possible. And I have heard from hundreds of coaches, hundreds. We have literally talked to hundreds of coaches, healers, visionaries, leaders, people who've done some deep transformation work, speakers who want to have this thriving business, and they're feeling that spinning the wheels. They've invested in a lot of things and they're not sure when they're going to pay off, or maybe they have some feeling of disappointment or discouragement because they've been at it for a while, so their self-trust has been compromised. We talk about that in one of our other lives recently. So here's what it is. You know these 3 things. If you've been in business at all for 5 minutes, you know the things that you need, the essentials to create your 6-figure revenue business. And you may not even realize you do it. And you may have a story that you've done it a bunch of times, or I've tried that, but nothing's working, or it's only working this much and I can't figure out how to crack the code. So we're going to crack the code a little bit, give you a framework today. If you're here, say hi. It's so good. I'm here talking to the little circle in my office. It's so great. Your tuition for these free trainings is to share your takeaways. Stay with me. Comment below. Ask questions. When you do that, more people will potentially see the value that is here and benefit. All right. Win, win, win. And I know I'm not alone, which I'm not really worried about, but it's so good to have you if you're here. And if you have questions, thoughts, or takeaways, hi, thank you. Then I can answer them. What? Awesome. All right. So the top 3 things, hey, Liz, good. You know what they are, and you've heard them many times. And maybe you're sitting there waking up at night thinking, I've got to get these more, or I needed this to work better, right? So they are, you must be seen, be heard, and be hired is one way of looking at it, right? This means you got to get visible. You need to clarify your message, which is something that we all go round and round about. And you need to actually have clients. What? How do I make revenue? I have clients. What do you mean, Michelle? Get visible, right? Get visible, be seen, be heard, and be hired. Get visible, and have your message dialed in a way that people understand what you do and want to work with you. And then you got to make offers and invitations and know how, feel confident, courageous, daring, clear, calm, collected on making invitations. I have this amazing transformation. I have this amazing real-time revenue creating. I have this amazing relationship building. Is that something you're interested in, right? So that's it. And you know these things. If you've been around for 5 minutes, you know that you need to have people to know who you are and what you do. You need to be able to talk about it in a way that adds value to them, but also engages them to play in your sandbox and say, hey, that sounds interesting. And then you need to know how to turn that engagement into conversations and ultimately clients. And in order to do that, get visible, right? You got to get visible, and you're clarifying your message is something that you never finish. All right. It's going to evolve and grow as you go. But dialing in the core value, the core promise that you help people to create in their lives or their business is the foundation of all your marketing and messaging. And then you got to make invitations in some way. This does not mean you have to be a salesy weirdo. It does mean you have to have a process for saying, hey, I noticed you like this. Are you looking to do that? That's actually what I do. Is that something you're interested in? Cool, let's talk. And then have a process for how you support and help them come to clarity in that conversation and actually have them signing up. All right. So, short call, we could end here 6 minutes in or whatever we are. And I could say those are the 3 essentials to creating your 6-figure revenue business. But we have more in store for you today because I am on fire, and we have a couple ways that we can support you. Instead of just having you hang out with us here, we could actually welcome you into my Zoom room and craft some of this clarity of message and invitation superpower, inviting your inspired invitation together in a community of amazing powerhouse people who get you, who get what you're trying to do, and also have the camaraderie and the support of everything that they ask and that they learn, and their perspective, their masterminding on crafting your inspired offer. Okay, we talk about the highest transformation offer. For those of you who've been with us in the Frequency Factor Masterclass, I'm talking about the highest transformation offer as the foundation of your business. We talk about designing your business, your offer to create the business that you want, instead of being focused on just got to get more clients, right? And so we do have the Inspired Offer workshop coming up. It's about half full. We just started promoting it, and it's something that we do. Hi from Seattle. It's something that we usually do with our paying clients in the Inspired Revenue Jumpstart or the Visibility Success Accelerator. And we opened it up once this year. We're opening it up again. I don't know if we're going to open it up in the future, but we might. It's a very affordable way for you to dial in visibility, clarity of message, and making offers by reverse engineering your business so that you design your offer based on what you really want to do, the big kahuna of what you really want to do, and use that highest transformation offer to build the business that you want. Doesn't that sound good? I'm going to tell you a story. I've told it a couple of times because it was just touched my heart. It was a milestone in my own journey of witnessing the magic that some of my clients create. And it's just a perfect example of what happens when you have your offer language, not this many calls and this many things for this long, and not the logistics, but the benefits, the results, that client result language on your offer, the promise of the work that you do. Dialed in. All right. So when you have it dialed in, I've told the story recently. I'm going to tell it again. Ming is been doing one-on-one work with me for a long time, and has been in the Inspired Offer workshop multiple times. Always comes back because there's always another level to go and grow through, right? To craft that language and mastermind the promises and voice it is super powerful. And she's gotten dialed in on who she is, what she does, how she serves. offers so that she is riding home with her Lyft driver a couple weeks ago, and they get into this great conversation that's exciting and enlivening for both of them, and they're loving each other and connecting. And the woman's like, I need exactly what you do. And she's like, okay, cool, let's have a conversation. And a few days later, her Lyft driver became a new $6,000 coaching client. All right. So that's what's possible when you have your inspired offer dialed in. Inspiration is something you receive. Inspiration is something you breathe in. It means to breathe in. It's got way more energy and resonance. Your frequency factor is sparkling all through that when you're inspired, and when you're going to feel more inspired. When you are inspired, your audience or the people you're talking to are going to feel it. They're going to feel more inspired. And it's much, much easier to talk about, to say, hey, I've got this thing. Are you interested? When you've connected to that extraordinary, supernatural energy of your high vibration, right? That's why we call it inspired offers. Inspiration is more powerful than motivation. The hustle and grind mode is finite. It's very, very limited, right? We want to expand your mindset. We want to have an expanded vision versus expanded action. And crafting your inspired offer is a cornerstone, an anchor for you having this six-figure revenue that is touted often online. All right. And if you've been in the Frequency Factor Masterclass, you know that I feel passionately about you getting super clear on what does that even mean to you. Is it $100,000? Is it $100,000 in your pocket? Is it $100,000 revenue in your business? They're different things, I'm telling you. My first $100,000 years, I think I invested in order to have the business that I wanted and reach the people that I wanted, and the clarity and the momentum and the traction, so that I could keep going, not just get enough clients to get by. I realized very quickly I needed to make investments. For me, it's been support, high level mentoring and support in a high vibe community of other people who get it. And investing in that level of support changed how I perceive myself. And it was a requirement for my business that I didn't even know at first, but it has proved again and again, right? So that means that my business needs to create enough revenue for me to have that support. And, have some support scheduling social media if you wanted, and have some tech support, so you're not sitting behind the scenes on your website all the time, right? Doing the work that you love. That's your job as the CEO and the visionary. And so 6 figures is a great milestone. And what does it even really mean? Okay, do you want 6 figures in revenue? And so I encourage you, and if you've missed the Frequency Factor Masterclass, we'll do it again. Probably not for a few months. We've got some good stuff coming up for you. But this 6 figures is so important to be clear on. Is that really the business that you want? Personally, I think it's hard to do more than be in I got to get a few more clients mindset. If you're having a real business, I think it's hard to do for just $100,000 a year, because it keeps kind of one foot in the door. It actually kept me playing small, right? It was this mindset of, I just need this much to get by. All I need is just this much and it'll be fine. And that was shrinking my prosperity and actually increasing my debt, because I just wanted enough. So I was getting just enough, which wasn't really quite enough, because I wasn't factoring in what I wanted to create. Okay, that's another live, setting it aside. 3 essentials to create that next 6 figures in revenue in a week, in a month, in a year, whatever you are, wherever you are in your business. And we know we have to get visible. We know we need to clarify our message, and we know we need to have clients signing up. That's pretty obvious. So what stops us? What do I see stopping us? I told you, I've got some notes over here, that we've talked to hundreds of people, between Megan, my head coach, and I, hundreds and hundreds of people personally, because It's aligned with our message. It's aligned, I mean, not message, but I mean mission, right? It's I'm here to help you find your voice, grow your thriving business in a way that feels amazing to you and actually brings that message that only you can share out into the world in the most powerful way. I completely believe your business is the most powerful way you can do it, and that your business is a spiritual process, a spiritual path. Your expansion is required. Your business growth is equal to your spiritual or personal growth as you see it. And that's what we're here for. So talking to people allows us to help people get clear. We get to do what we love. And enough of them decide to find out about working with us, that's a win-win too, right? So we have talked to people and they are saying that these are the top 3 things that I'm hearing people are struggling with or feeling stuck by. Okay, maybe 4. All right. So they feel like they're doing everything they can. They're using the systems and the tools and the tactics and strategies and the platforms, and they're like doing everything they can, and they're not creating the results they want in terms of revenue. All right. Too many courses, programs, strategies, tactics, and tools from different people in different ways without a cohesive plan, bringing them together. Oh my goodness. That actually creates revenue, income. When you're actually leading people and having sales and clients sign up, then you get clear on what's working and what isn't, or what you could do better. All right. Information overload, no clear action plan. Thank you, Larissa. Absolutely. Right. So so you feel like you're doing every single thing you can. You can't invest in another program or another thing and not have the revenue results that you need in order to keep going. And then what happens again and again is that you doubt yourself. Right? I see it, I hear it. I'm not going to invest until I've made some money. And I'm like, but how are you going to make some money if you don't have the support you need? Right? It's scary. It's vulnerable. And we start to doubt ourselves. So hundreds of people have told me, I've been there myself. I'm doing everything I can. Sometimes we can't see that we're not necessarily doing the most high value actions that would help us get the traction we need in order to have more ease and flow to be able to do more. Remember what I said? I said expanded vision, expanded leadership versus expanded action, because there's only so much time in a day. All right. So that's where the support and community and implementation process really accelerates your clarity and your revenue. All right. Then we also I've talked to people that feel stuck. They're in confusion and overwhelm because they've tried so many things, or they're doing so many things in different directions, or they're stuck in learning and research mode. Most of us transformation junkies, I would call myself a transformation junkie. I love to expand and discover new strength, clarity, powers, momentum in my life. And I got so excited by that, I forgot. So we get stuck in confusion and overwhelm because we're doing all these things. So new trainings and certifications, our own transformation, or platform strategy, tactics, and tools, right? I did a YouTube thing. I did a program, create your group program, create your challenge. I've done all these things and I'm still spinning my wheels, not seeing real revenue. And it comes down to, I call it the freebie mentoring plan, perpetual program purchases, scattershot visibility. All those things keep you busy. And busyness is a form of resistance. I'll flat out tell you, it's a form of resistance. I have it. I'm an expert. So if I spot it, I got it. I can tell you for sure that it's true. All right. So you're stuck in this whirlwind, this tornado, without getting traction and results. I'll tell you right now what it is. It's implementing in the simplest possible way, implementing just a few things that lead to revenue results. We'll clarify everything you do in your business. That's why I stopped offering a lot of our courses, and they're available for people who are in my vault. But it's not just a course. You don't need another platform or another course, another social media thing, another technology, another website thing, that's not what it is. It is getting visible, clarifying your message, and having a way to invite people to work with you that actually works. This happens and gets clear in implementation through doing it. Okay. Through doing it. Awesome. Right. The vicious cycle, Larissa's sharing that she when there's no work, she gets super busy with other things, right? And we get our validity out of it. It's okay. We just the one thing I'll tell you even though we all may have some of these things that slow us down, stand in the way, or stop us, I'm going to tell you self-forgiveness and not beating yourself up is a superpower. Okay. That doesn't do any good. But what support do you need? What structure framework do you need? This is what we do in our Visibility Success Accelerator to get you implementing every day in a clear, high value, high priority way to lead to measurable results. Okay. So doing everything you can or doing everything the way they said and not getting results gets you frustrated. And most people I've talked to end up blaming themselves. I didn't do it right. It didn't work for me. I can't get the right support. Okay. Getting stuck in confusion, hesitancy, or overwhelm, and you're not sure what to implement to change it, is really frustrating, especially when you feel like you've done everything. And then the third thing that I see, heard again and again from these hundreds of coaches that we talked to was, how do I get visible and clarify my message, whatever's going on in the economy, without all of this technology and expensive ads and complicated strategies, right? The funnels are beautiful, wonderful, sacred things, but they are also elusive. So as a transformation expert, healer, coach, speaker, inspirational, motivational, all those are transformation. Okay. And, as a transformation industry expert, getting your digital assets to convert into revenue may not be playing to your strengths, right? They're beautiful things. They're going to be so much easier and more effective to create when you have dialed in your inspired offer, when you've designed your business, your offer to grow the business that you want, instead of like, well, I could offer this and then I could offer this. Well, that didn't work. I'll offer this. Oh, well, that didn't work. I'll offer this. Maybe I'll offer that, right? Honing that in. That's why we do the Inspired Offer Workshop. That's why we've decided to open it up one more time, at least this year. And that's what's happening a week from today. So I can give you a link if you're interested in joining us for that. I think we have about 10 or 12 spots open right now. We do have some of our clients are coming in there, and we've just started opening it up. It's really powerful. It's a way to come into our world and work together. So comment under the video, wherever you're watching it, if you would like the inspired offers, just say, send me workshop info. Okay. And we'll probably send it to you in Facebook Messenger. So if you're not active there, we'll have to find you another way, but we'll reach out. Okay. So look for us there. We would love to have you. If you're picking up what I'm putting down here and you're ready to do it, that's what we do in my world, implementation. Okay. So you may feel like the other thing that I heard a lot of people say is like, I've invested in before and I've not gotten the results that I hoped. So they either, want to make it put the kind of like blame, yay, Krista, come, I'll send it to you right away. They want to put the not necessarily blame, but responsibility on the programs or the other investments not doing what they said they would do. And sometimes that's true. There's an alignment issue for sure. But it's also, we lose trust in ourselves. We don't trust ourselves to make to have the discernment, or to really deeply trust that all those investments we've made are going to bear fruit. We have learned from them. They are going to, we can weave them into our business activities, probably more than we'll ever realize, when you have this framework set up, right? When you know what your highest transformation offer is, so that all of the marketing and visibility and implementation you do is positioning and teaching and sharing the value of that possibility. And you flat out have a process for saying, hey, this is what I do. Is that something that this is what I do this thing that's getting these great results. Is that something you're interested in? Hey, let's talk. I'm doing it right now. Okay. We have a powerful workshop. It's going to help you implement and actually do stuff in your business to leverage all the stuff you've done before. If you're picking up what I'm putting down, and we can help you do it in a workshop next weekend. So come if you want, right? That's what I'm talking about. I would feel responsible if I didn't. Okay, so when your offer is as natural as the next step in a conversation that's already uplifting and inspiring, it feels as good as doing the work that you love. It's much easier to do. People will pick up what you're putting down. They will resonate. And if they resonate, God, I hope that they choose to love themselves and trust themselves enough to say, hey, I really resonate with you. I'd like to hear about working with you. Or yes, I want to know about that. Krista and I have talked. She's going to find out about the workshop. I'd love to have her come. That's it. It's that easy. And it feels, I've got goosebumps head to toe because this is my message. It's aligned. I love doing this because I know how powerful it can be. All right. And it feels fun. It's doing the work that I love, and not just in my paid coaching, but in my visibility, which is what you guys are all here sharing on now. Yay. Thanks for coming. So nothing is wasted. Everything you've done so far has created you to be the human that you are now. At any moment, you can have increased traction, leverage everything you've learned, create more momentum. It's inevitable simply because you want your thriving business. It is meant to be. It is happening. It is already there. You're just in the process of lining up with it. So here's a recap of what I suggest you do if you want to create the next 6 figures revenue in your business. You already know you need to get visible, clarify your message so people see you, hear you, and hire you, which means that you need to make invitations or offers somehow, somewhere for people to work with you. And then having the language and the confidence and the clarity about when, how, when, where to do that will happen and get clear for you as you actually implement in real time. So takeaway number 1 from today, reverse engineer your business. I know I go fast. I can maybe turn on captions in hindsight. I have been trying to turn on the captions automatically for a while, and I'm not that tech savvy yet, but you can listen to the replay. It's going to be live right here wherever you're watching it from as well. And I'll keep trying. We'll keep working on that. The team will keep helping me with the captions piece. Can I do it right here? No, sorry about that. I'm working on it. We need to get that dialed in. So reverse engineer your business, design your highest transformation offer to create the revenue you want, to have the business that you want. So good. All right. Yes. Be seen, be heard, and be hired. Okay. Is your marketing implementation strategy consistent? Is it working for people to engage with you? And do you know how to take that engagement and turn it into a conversation and clients? Period. All right. That's what I'm suggesting you focus on implementing. When we get caught in funnels and programs and channels and platforms, we can lose our focus on those things, right? Hey, thanks, Larissa. She says viewers can hit CC at the bottom of the screen for captions. It just worked for her. Thanks for helping each other out. I love that about this community. Really good. So reverse engineer your business. Design your highest transformation offer to create the revenue you want so that you have the business that you want. For the greatest good of all, including yourself, right? Be seen, be heard, and be hired. That means you need to have a way to be visible, let your message clarify as you go, and have it lead all the way to saying, hey, I have this thing. Are you interested? Would you like to hear more about it? Right? And then having them sign up, right? And then here's the third thing I want you to take away. This stuff happens, your clarity, your courage. Well, your courage has to come a little first, right? Your clarity, your confidence, your clients come through implementation. Okay. And you don't have to have a big, long window of time to get visible and add value before you can say, hey, this is what I do and how I help. When you know how to do it and you've got that inspired offer dialed in, especially dialing it in the language of the results that your ideal clients are looking for. All right. So the third thing to take away from today for you, implementation is where you get clear, is where you get confident, and where you get clients. Sometimes feeling like we're not clear is actually a form of resistance, and we need to go ahead and have the conversation, set up the conversations, be out there and say, I have this thing. Are you interested? And then when people are like, yeah, I am interested, we understand how it works. And then we can keep up leveling from there. So implementation means do it, whatever it is, visibility, making an offer, making a video, do it, review it, revise it. Did it work? Did people engage? Did people talk to you? Did you like it? Is it good? Not is it good, but is it working? Are people engaging, right? Is it getting you the results you want? Review it, revise it, maybe endlessly, maybe forever. You'll do another version and it'll be, that's great. Repeat it. If it works, do it again instead of, well, that works. Now I'll do this. I did that for years. All right. And then repurpose it. All right. So that's what we encourage you to do. Reverse engineer your business, be seen, be heard, and be hired, right? And all of the things that are woven into that, and get good at it, get good at those things through implementation. Do it, review it, revise it, repeat it, and repurpose it. Sound good? Awesome. All right, cool. So thanks for being here today, whichever platform you're watching on. Awesome. I love this. Share what's valuable, share your takeaways so other people can benefit from this training. For those of you who have reached out about the inspired offers, I'm going to find you in Facebook Messenger most likely and get that to you. You can always email Michelle at michellekopper.com for any information that you want to have that we have not provided. If you want to know about working with us in the inspired offers or one of our accelerators, you are welcome. We love to talk to you, as I have said, and go get them. Right? Go get them. You got this. You deserve to be encouraged, inspired, uplifted, and to have that, I'm going to do this. Yes, I can do this experience all along the way, every step of your business. The more high vibe ahas you have, the higher your frequency factor, the more you implement, review, revise, repeat, and repurpose, the more momentum you'll have in your business, the more revenue you'll create. Remember, we talked about like really designing the amount of revenue that you want to have the business that you want, not just enough to get by. Watch the replay. It'll still be here for you wherever you're watching. If you're watching, this is worth listening to again and again. And then if you're resonating, let's talk and let's play together. Come play in our sandbox and let us help you do this. All right. I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for being here. Bye.